Guyana's election 2025. Welcome to the Global Explorer channel. This is a special documentary, Guyana's election 2025. Guyana, a nation of rich rivers, lush forests, and vibrant cultures, is on the verge of a historic moment. The 2025 national election is not just another political event. It is a test of democracy, a reflection of the people's voice, and a defining moment for the future of this developing nation. This video is about more than just politics. It's about democracy, people, and the future of a nation. Guyana is standing at a crossroads, and this election will decide not only who leads, but how the country's wealth, unity, and opportunities are shaped for generations to come. Democracy in Guyana. How elections work. Before we explore the stakes of this election, let's take a moment to understand the foundation of democracy in Guyana. Democracy means government of the people, by the people, and for the people. It is built on participation, accountability, and equality, where every citizen's voice matters through the power of the vote. Guyana practices a parliamentary democracy rooted in proportional representation. Here's what that means. General elections. Every 5 years, citizens 18 and older cast their ballots. They do not vote directly for a president. They vote for a political party. Party lists. Each party submits a list of candidates. The number of seats a party wins in the National Assembly depends on the percentage of votes it receives across the country. Choosing the president. The presidential candidate named at the top of the winning party's list automatically becomes the President of Guyana. The National Assembly. Guyana's parliament is made up of 65 members, where laws are debated and passed, budgets are approved, and national policies are shaped. This system ensures that every vote counts. Even smaller parties, if they earn enough votes, can gain seats in parliament, giving voice to Guyana's rich diversity of people and perspectives. Elections are overseen by the Guyana Elections Commission, GECOM, which manages voter registration, ballot security, and transparency. Local and international observers also play a key role, ensuring the process remains fair and democratic. At its heart, Guyana's democracy is a reflection of its people, resilient, diverse, and determined to shape their future together. Every vote is more than a choice. It is a responsibility, a voice in deciding the direction of the nation. Understanding the stakes. This election comes at a crucial time. Guyana is experiencing unprecedented economic growth, driven largely by its emerging oil sector. The decisions made at the ballot box will influence how this wealth is managed, who benefits from it, and how the nation navigates social, economic, and environmental challenges. For citizens, this election is deeply personal. Every voter asks, Will there be better education for my children? Will jobs increase? Will healthcare improve? And will the economy lift all citizens, not just a few? The 2025 election comes at a defining moment. Guyana has become one of the fastest growing economies in the world, fueled by newly discovered oil reserves. With this wealth comes great responsibility. The decisions made at the ballot box will determine how this wealth is shared, who benefits, and how Guyana balances rapid economic growth with long-term sustainability. For citizens, the stakes are deeply personal. Questions fill their minds. Will schools and hospitals improve? Will new jobs be created across the country, not just in the capital? Will the benefits of oil wealth reach farmers, miners, and small business owners in every region? The answers to these questions depend on the leadership chosen in 2025. How Guyanese prepared for the election. This election comes at a crucial time. Guyana is experiencing unprecedented economic growth, driven largely by its emerging oil sector. The decisions made at the ballot box will influence how this wealth is managed, who benefits from it, and how the nation navigates social, economic, and environmental challenges. Preparation for an election is not a one-day affair. It begins months before the polls open. Voter registration, citizens across the country from Georgetown to the remote Rupununi savannas ensure they are registered. Community engagement, town hall meetings, and debates allow citizens to question leaders directly. Education and AMP, awareness. Schools and universities teach young people about their civic duty. NGOs and civil groups spread awareness about rights and responsibilities. Media and AMP, social platforms, news outlets, radio, and social media play a vital role in informing and shaping public opinion. Observation and AMP oversight. Local and international monitors strengthen public confidence by promoting transparency and fairness. This preparation reflects the maturity of Guyana's democracy. Citizens know that their engagement before, during, and after elections shapes the direction of the nation. Why this election is important. The 2025 election is one of the most important in Guyana's history. Here's why. Economic direction. With billions in oil revenue expected, leadership will decide whether this wealth builds lasting prosperity or fuels inequality. Political stability. Stable democratic institutions are key to preventing division and ensuring progress. Trust in leadership. The people must decide who they trust to govern responsibly, transparently, and fairly. International reputation. Guyana's choices now will shape how it is seen on the global stage, affecting foreign investment, diplomacy, and climate partnerships. This election is not just about choosing a party. It is about choosing a path for the nation's future. The role of democracy and voting. In a democracy, every voice matters and every vote carries weight. Voting is not merely a right, it is a responsibility. Citizens must carefully consider, what does each party truly offer? Which promises are realistic? Who has the leadership qualities and vision to move Guyana forward? Democracy thrives not just because of leaders, but because of engaged, informed people. When citizens vote, they are not just choosing leaders, they are shaping the very destiny of their country. Meet the candidates. Now let's meet the key candidates of the 2025 election. Dr. Muhammad Irfan Ali, PPPC, the current president. He has overseen rapid economic growth, major infrastructure projects, and strengthened international ties. Equity and inclusion promises that development won't just benefit oil elites, but will be spread fairly across all regions and communities. Diversification. Vision stresses that Guyana will not depend only on oil. He is investing in agriculture, technology, manufacturing, and renewable energy for long-term stability. One Guyana message uses this slogan to reassure citizens that he will govern for everyone, regardless of ethnicity, class, or geography. Future-oriented leadership frames his plan as building a Vision 2030 Guyana, a modern, digital, green, and prosperous nation. Practical proof points to completed or ongoing projects, housing, hospitals, education reforms, as evidence that promises are already turning into reality. Supporters see him as experienced and globally connected. Critics, however, question whether the oil wealth has been managed equitably. Aubrey Norton, APNU, opposition leader. Norton calls for fairness in oil revenue distribution and stronger national unity. He is respected for his political experience, but faces the challenge of uniting a divided opposition. Azruddin Mohammed, WIN, a political newcomer with grassroots appeal. His message is reform and change. However, controversies surrounding his past business dealings raise questions about credibility. Other parties. The AFC emphasizes private sector growth and anti-corruption reforms, while the Forward Guyana movement calls for constitutional reform, youth empowerment, and environmental protection. Each of these candidates and parties represent different visions for Guyana's future. The choice lies with the people. What the parties promise. Promises matter, but promises must also be realistic. Here is what the parties say they will deliver. PPC. Job creation, responsible oil revenue management, major infrastructure, better education, and expanded social programs. PPPC says, "We've already delivered progress. Trust us to continue building a modern Guyana." APNU. Fairer distribution of oil wealth, strengthening of rural communities, and policies to promote national unity. APNU says, "People are struggling now. We'll put money in your hands and fix governance immediately." AFC, economic diversification, justice reform, stronger private sector development, and fighting corruption. AFC says, "Both big parties failed you. We're the fair, fresh option with people-centered policies." Win, governance reforms, innovation, and alternative industries to reduce reliance on oil. Forward Guyana movement, constitutional change, youth-focused programs, and green environmental initiatives, WIN, says it wants to invest in people and build a united, fair, and prosperous Guyana. For voters, the critical question remains, which party has the capacity and credibility to deliver on these promises? On September 1st, 2025, the nation casts its vote to decide the path forward. On Election Day in Guyana, from the capital city to the smallest hinterland villages, citizens step forward to exercise the most powerful, democratic right, the vote. This day is more than a political contest. It is the celebration of democracy, the weighing of promises against performance, and the choice of a future. Looking ahead, whatever the outcome, Guyana's 2025 election represents more than politics. It represents hope, participation, and the strength of democratic values. The future holds promise. If wealth is managed wisely, if leaders govern fairly, and if citizens continue to hold those leaders accountable. Democracy is not defined by the ballot box alone, but by the people who use it with wisdom, responsibility, and courage. Your vote is your voice. Make it count. Understand the parties, know the candidates, and choose the future you believe in. Guyana today is a nation standing tall with promise. Its economy is growing, new investments are creating opportunities, and improvements in infrastructure, education, and healthcare are shaping a brighter future for generations to come. From the bustling streets of Georgetown to the quiet villages along the rivers, change can be seen. Young people are stepping into leadership roles, communities are working together, and the country's natural beauty continues to shine as a source of pride. But the journey is far from over. Progress is fragile, and the choices made today will decide tomorrow's path. That is why this election is not just about politics. It is about protecting what has been built and continuing the path of growth and unity. Every citizen's voice matters. Every vote shapes the future. And together, Guyana can continue to rise, ensuring that development, peace, and prosperity remain within their reach of all its people. This is the power of democracy. Democracy is about participation, and so is building this community. One people, one nation, one destiny, one Guyana. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected and see more videos on the Global Explorer channel. Subscribing is free, and your support is truly appreciated. Thank you for watching.